Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. Thank you for stopping in here. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button down below. I would love to have you here. Before you head out, give the video a thumbs up. And if you have time, leave me a comment down below. I really appreciate both. I look forward to chatting with all of you down in the comments. Any question, concern, anything, just leave it down below. Criticism, whatever your little heart desires. Today we have a overview slash review slash disassembly. This is the the Panthera, the KU151. So the Kubey KU151, aka the Panthera. This is one of Kubey's budget-ended models. It's really good though. It's got a clip point D2 steel coated blade, which I can appreciate. D2 is not the most corrosion resistant steel, so the coating really helps with that. It's got multiple ways of deploying. You can really, the way they did that hole there, you can really get your thumb in there and flick it out. The reverse, your finger just barely can get in there, and it fits. It fits in there like a glove, just like you would want it to. You can use your nail, you can use the meat of your finger, and then it's got this really well done flipper tab. It's higher than your pivot, therefore it's just gonna be a lot snappier. The lower the flipper tab to your pivot, you can see there it's just above where your pivot is, which really aids in that clean, good push button or light switch with that rear flipper tab. The action is Kubey's standard action. Drop to your thumb and then a nice slow roll down. That's one thing Kubey just has dialed in. Kubey is, they're one of them companies where they literally have every blade shape you could think of and then some. They have uncoated, they have coated, they have every color handle material you could think of. They do budget ended knives, they do very small ones, they do very big knives, they do fixed blades. They have budget $30 knives, $20, $30 knives, from 40, 50, 60, all the way up to a couple $100. If you're looking at like a Kubey Drake or a Kubey Atlas, those are going to be between like 150 and 200. Like the Kubey Drake in titanium, it's full titanium, like a 3 3/4 or so inch blade, S90V, for under $200. Very hard to cough at that. But anyway, what I'm getting at is Kubey is an excellent, as of these days, as of 2022, 2023 now. Kubey is a company you can get behind, and they are doing amazing OEM work for some guys in the knife community who are now designing knives. They are doing a phenomenal job. I have been behind Kubey for the last like 2 years. I have tons of them, and I really like what Kubey does. They just try to put something out there for everyone. This is one of their bigger knives. it's a large size knife. You got that sweeping clip point blade. This is coming in at like 3 3/4 of an inch. Total is just shy of 8 1/2. I would say like 8 3/8. So it's a pretty good size knife. You have a nice swell here, and then it comes down thinner down here, so you can really get a good purchase on it. They do have some jimping here on this ramp, so it works awesome in your standard grip. Now, this knife won't be for everyone because it is a clip point. It's not too sweeping. They give you a large dip here, and it kind of looks more clippy than maybe it really is. Nonetheless, it does come up, but you can still get down on something if you need to. They do, at least every Kubey that I have owned, they put a good edge on their knives. This phone book paper is very thin, and this knife has no problem. Now, I have used this quite a bit. This is still the factory edge. It has been stropped, but it's still, for a D2 budget knife, they do an awesome job on their edges. Let's see if I can get another one in here. So they do, this one's been used, so, but I've had knives that were very sharp that I've had trouble with that phone book paper. Like I said, they do a whole variety of colors and whatnot on their handles. They got reds, blues, yellows, blacks, all kinds of different colors. They got purple. They do different colored titanium, different anode jobs. They have like 3 or 4 different blues. I think I have at least 3 different blue Kubey knives. I really like the red and black look. I have another one with this very similar look. They do jade. So they do just all kinds of stuff, which is really nice for someone who may be just getting into knives, or you're looking to get a good knife at a good price. You don't want to spend too much, or maybe you just need something to throw in a vehicle, or you just need a work knife you can beat on for a year or two and then kind of get rid of it after that and get a new one. So that's kind of where this budget falls, like the 50 and under. These, I think, what it is, it says that they're coming in right around $50. Now, that's the retail price from Kubey. I think if you get on Amazon, you're gonna find that there's a lot there. Most of them are on sale, or they're cheaper than Kubey's suggested retail price. They always do. I like their pocket clips, especially on their budget ended knives. It's deep carry, it's perfect, comes up flush with the knife, so you don't have much, if any, sticking out of the pocket. It's not too long. I believe I read somewhere that they always use 420 on their clips, so you know they're going to be nice and durable. I have never once had an issue with a Kubey clip. And the cool thing is, on their premium knives, they do different things. Unlike some other companies I won't mention, they put the same clips on every knife, whether it's $50 or $300. It's the same clip. And even if it's not the same material, it's still the same clip 99% of the time. So I really appreciate Kubey. Like if you pull 3 or 4 of their titanium knives out of the drawer, they're all going to have different clips and they're all going to look different. Now, their budget end, they tend to look like this, whether they're a little longer or a little shorter, whether it's just one hole or two, like you see here. They do a little bit of a couple different things with their budget ends, but it's always done really well. You couldn't really ask for much more. I like how it kind of swoops there, and then it just ever slightly curves over, so it comes up and then just has this slight bend to it, so that way it's not gonna dig into your hand if you really need to bear down on the knife. It's not gonna bother you one bit. I don't even feel the clip there. So it feels really good in hand. This one needs tightened up. So we will go ahead and jump right into it. I got my good screwdriver with a T6 in it, and I got my Stanley Chubby here. This houses several bits in the bottom. I have it set up for Torx, obviously now. I think it came with some Phillips and flathead bits. I took them out, obviously. I chose this over the Weehaw stubby. I've said it before, I believe. But this has ratcheting capabilities. So that's something you're not going to use often, but it could come in handy. So that's why I ultimately went with this one. And I believe it was the same price or close. I bought this in store, and I didn't do an unboxing of it or anything like that. I guess I could have. I didn't. I don't know what I was thinking when I opened it up. Those are gonna be 6s. So that's the other cool thing about Kubey is they tend to use T8 on like their pivot and their body screws. Now I'm pretty sure the clip screws will be T6. Let me double check. And this assembly mat, is awesome. You get like 10 magnets over here. I mean, one for literally every screw if you wanted anything metal. Not, titanium will not obviously be magnetized. But anything metal, so most of your pocket clips, most of your screws. So like in this case, I can literally it'll stay magnetized right to the mat, which is cool. So you shouldn't really be losing anything. And you can do body screws up here, put your clip down there, throw your pivot in the middle. Okay, I think this guy's a little oily and dirty. Yeah, look at that. So we will get this guy cleaned up. We will do a quick, hopefully quick. It's got little pockets on the side. You can throw your scales over here. It's endless, the possibilities for this mat. I think I have a link in the description. If I don't, I will be putting one in there for this mat. It's really well done. For I think it's under $20. You really can't beat it. Get in here. There shouldn't be any other screws. Let me grab something a little more. Grab this little titanium bar. There we go. Olight, Pry video specifically coming on that very soon. That is an amazing pry bar, by the way, guys. Amazing. Houses 2 double-ended bits. I replaced the one double end for a T10. It does a 6 and an 8 and then a Phillips and a flat. So I just took one of the smaller Weehaw bits and threw it in there. Fits perfect. So you got a 6, 8, and 10 ready to roll. You got the housing for the bit right there, or the driver for the bit. $50. I've been calling this the fulcrum killer. Now I love my fulcrum, but for $50, you seriously cannot go wrong. If you're looking to get into a pry bar that actually has some capabilities, it's gonna be that Olay. I have Tucson ones. I have Wee Knives pry bars. I got Veros. I got Lynch. Couple other ones. And for the price, in titanium, coming with the bits, coming with the driver, you cannot beat. You cannot beat that Olay Pry tool. You could get 2 of those for the price of a Vero. Now, does it look as good as the Vero? No, not really. It's a little shorter. It's a little meatier. It's a lot meatier than your fulcrum will be. So you really, it's nice and thick. It's not too thick, but it's nice and thick. It's not too heavy. You can really get in on this pry bar, which is awesome. So we will oil them up. Go ahead and use some KPL. I always just put just a little bit right there around the end. And then I always put like a drop right there and kind of just run it around. Now this is the original formula. I do have the lightweight and the heavyweight, but I think it might not be just as good as the other, but it's gonna be damn close. Like if this is all you have, this is gonna be very, very good for what you need. The original formula is gonna work perfect. Put a little bit in the detent hole. The action was already really good on this guy. Even though it was all dirty and nasty, the action was still good. So that's saying something right there. Oh, that's backwards, isn't it? Let me see here. Yeah. That's backwards. So that goes there. Boom. We will put this guy back on there. Fits like a glove. Put your scale back on top. Push her down in. You can kind of assemble. We'll get that little bit of gunk out of there. DLC blades can be dirty, or whatever coating that they use. I always put the pivot back in to kind of hold everything together. Now don't tighten it up, you know what I mean, real tight. I just kind of put it there to hold everything together, and then I'll kind of work my way down. Go ahead and sit. Go ahead and put both your body screws in there. And grab your stubby. I usually keep the 8 in my stubby, and then I'll put the 6. I like using my good screwdriver for the 6s. It's always done well for me. Then I grab the T6 driver. Good Screw makes probably the best drivers for the money. They are a little more pricey, but they are gonna last you forever, and they give you good quality, cool designs. I have a link in the description for the Good Screw. I think I was gonna put one in there for this, but I didn't get to it yet, so I will leave one in there for the Stanley Chode, is what I've been calling it. We are dead center there. Ooh. If I really wrench on it, it kind of moves, but I don't think we're not really gonna do anything about that. Maybe I could tighten it up just another smidge. That thing fires out of there. Really fires out of there. Good lockup. Good lockup. No blade play. No up and down. Unlocks good. Action's right back on track. Centered. Perfect. Good to go. And then at the end, you could throw some knife shield on there or whatever to clean it up and protect your blade. I'm not real worried about this guy here. So that was a review, disassembly, sorta. Just something a little different and fun. I haven't really done too much of these. They tend to always go longer than you want to go, and it doesn't really matter because all my videos, no matter how hard I try, always end up being 15 or 20 minutes or 25 minutes. So I don't know what to do. I just can't shut up long enough. I feel like there's stuff I'm gonna miss or something like that. But I hope you found that at least entertaining. That is the Kubey Panthera, I believe is how they say it. The Panthera. $50 if you want to get into a clip point style knife, but you don't want to drop a ton of money on one. I would say this is a good choice. You couldn't go wrong with Kubey these days. I don't know about the past, like 3 or 4 years ago and beyond. That really doesn't matter anyway. What happened in the past, as long as things are different now, which they are. They're coming up with their own designs. They have their own designers now. So you really can't go wrong if you're looking at a Kubey. So, all right, guys, that is it for now. I will catch you guys on the next one. I hope you have a safe night. I hope you have a good night. And I will catch you guys later.